Hiya, Tim from Scott Country International. Tonight we're out with the Thermion DXP50 mounted on top of my Hauer 223, sitting on top of the Recon CT1 tripod, spotting with my merger XP50 LRF. Welcome to the Night Vision Show. Now tonight I just got down to my local permission where I shoot for where all the reds are. I wanted to get some footage with a daytime camera and then to switch up with a thermal, just to try and give you a good perspective of what you're seeing in both channels and what the scope's capable of. But obviously the light's faded out. I missed the window to about 18:30, sort of. That was the last safe moment for that camera. So you could still see some stuff, but it wasn't nowhere near as crisp as it could be and clear. But the thermal was bang on anyway, as you'd expect from basically a Thermion XP50 Pro sitting on top there with a 4K colour camera on it. It was looking all right, but one of the yokels has decided to have a massive fire. It's literally filled the whole valley with smoke, so I can't see too much down there at the moment. But I'll probably get back out tomorrow, get down here again and do some proper daytime footage on the deer, so you can see the comparison, and I'll try and populate that footage a bit better for you. But we'll have a little wander around here tonight. We'll have to see if we can find a fox or two. Foxes have been a bit scarce down this permission of late. I've not seen any for a while. Any I've seen have been well out of range, a long way away. So I'm only down with the 223 tonight. Still capable of knocking anything down at 300 yards with this home load that I've developed here. Nothing like the 243 that I'm used to doing the 400 yard plus shots with the Thermion XG. But we'll have a look around, see if we can find a few rabbits or something like that, just to give some perspective on footage and everything like that tonight, and see what the scope's all about. Happy days, cheers. What we'll show now is just how you can activate the channels. So this, you could effectively turn this in just to a day scope with picture in picture, or just a thermal with picture in picture. So press and hold on the menu, onto your settings, go down there, we've got your T and the D, doesn't stand for Tim Dean, stands for thermal and day. Into there, your day channel. So if you back out of that one, all the way onto your menu system, and you press your switcheroo button, you get that, your thermal and your day. Now if you go back into that, in your settings, back out of the menu, and then when you press your picture in picture, the left hand button, that gives you a thermal picture in picture, and you zoom in as you would a normal scope. So it literally just turns it into a XP50 Pro, and you can do that in vice versa as well. So you could do that in daytime, so literally give you just a daytime colour with a picture in picture without having your daytime colour and your thermal. So it's just a thermal scope at this time, because I've deactivated that channel. Right, so this rabbit 125 yards. Obviously daytime colour there, can't see nothing. Right, I'll give you a picture in picture. Switch that again, to give you a daytime colour. But obviously that's not going to work now because of the fading light. Again, nice crisp little image. So we just got down to try and film a bit of deer footage here before, but the light's faded out a bit too much now. But we'll just run through the focus and the function there. So daytime colour into thermal, into daytime colour, switcheroo, daytime, thermal. As you can see there, doing the function it meant to do, so giving you that both crystal clear image. I see, say, like a deer in the shadows, you probably wouldn't see if it was away under the tree line or something like that. Giving you good function. Nice crystal clear on the thermal, and then flicking it up. Daytime. Thermal. Quite a nice, like, progressive zoom on this duo. Not like the other Thermions, it's quite a jumpy zoom. Bit more of a smooth zoom. So today, as I said, following on from last night's footage, I'm going to come down, film the deer in the daytime, and I'll cycle through everything I can in the scope to show you what the capabilities are, the 4K and the thermal, flicking through to both channels. You see there, no magazine, bolt open, got the DXP50 mounted on top of the rifle and the CT1. Obviously, I haven't got any ammunition with me today, so it's just purely filming footage purposes, and we'll show you some of the footage. Cheers. Filming there, 4K daytime, zooming in ×4, ×8, ×16, still a pretty clear image from a fairly small camera. And step it back out. Here we go, thermal, ×2, ×4, ×8, ×16, and hit the old switcheroo button, and that'll give you a picture in picture of daytime thermal main, daytime picture in picture. Obviously base mag at ×2 and ×4 on the picture in picture, and giving you the flex to zoom in on the picture in picture. Hit the switcheroo button again, and that does the opposite. The daytime main screen, picture in picture in thermal at ×4, stepping it in ×8, ×16. Again, still a pretty usable image. So you zoomed in at ×16 there, so again, cracking little day camera on this as well. You see my reds down there. I'll just flick that back to purely day channel. Zoom that in. As I was saying there, so one of the main advantages of having the 4K camera on there, if you're looking down to a tree line and you can see you've obviously spotted deer with your thermal or your spotter, and then you can't see it to take the shot with a normal traditional day glass, and you're using something like the DXP50, you can still have the best of both worlds using picture in picture with a daytime and thermal, so you can still identify what breed of deer it is using your daytime camera, and then be able to get that accurate shot placement should it be under shadows of the trees or in the tree line or anything like that. So I see some real advantages in this scope. Again, I've not used it enough yet to get a full understanding of it, but from what I have used of it, it's a cracking little scope. At it, as I showed in the other footage, putting it into, you can turn the daytime channel completely off and just have it as just a thermal scope, or you can do it vice versa and have that as a dedicated just day. So you're sort of getting a cross between a C50 and an XP50 Thermion, so the best of both worlds in that one, really. Yeah, all in all, I think so far it's a good little scope. definitely going to be useful for the stalkers and the sort of the air rifle lads looking out for squirrels and things like that, even daytime ratting around the farmyard. Get the best of both worlds. You can still see you can see a rat under a doorway or something like that, or in a hole with a thermal, and then just still have that peace of mind of what it is with a daytime camera. So yeah, all in all, a cracking little scope, I think. Cheers. All right, so we'll just talk through my final thoughts really on the DXP50 scope. What I do like about it is like the nice ambidextrous focus wheel. That's a really nice little feature on there. I like to be able to get that on both hands, and it's nice and acquirable should you have gloves on. On the top there's a slight different in configuration from the normal Thermions. You've got the old switcheroo button, which I like to call it, and obviously then record and you zoom in, zoom out, same as you have traditional with a normal Thermion. You scroll wheel, everything on the side, so everything ergonomically is exactly the same as what you'd be used to with the Thermion range. And like I say, it's basically an XP50 with a free, for the price, it's an XP50 Pro with a free 4K camera on the top. So you're getting the best of both worlds there. So being able to go out during the day into them low light, late evening situations, that will cover you with both. And being used to the Thermions and all that, so it's a really cracking scope. And like I say, it's a Thermion with a bonus of a 4K daytime camera, so you can get out earlier, get out during the day. Should you see that golden daytime Charlie, you can deal with him, or you could just deal with the thermal as well. It's good to have the ability to flick between identification in day and night. You know what I mean, especially if you shoot around a lot of sort of urban areas. It's like possibly seeing a cat sitting through a hedge or anything like that. You can identify really well. So yeah, cracking scope. Cheers.